cause skating underneath the bridge. Stay hustling as it is, make money, feed the kids. Ain't nothing in the fridge, wake up, repeat the sins. I need a 10, stay muddy to the lid. 800, eat a.
Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your...
We are about 40 miles or so south of Candlestick Point at a place that first opened back in 2014 as you get a look at Levi's Stadium here in Santa Clara, California. Today, it's week 12 of the NFL season, and we've got a good one in store between the New Orleans Saints and the San Francisco 49ers. Taken in at the 3. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Dalton right to the air. And incomplete to open things up.
And we're going to see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside third of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Throwing, Dalton. They'll get this out to Kamara. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3-and-out here on 3rd and 4. Passing, it's Dalton. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. Lance and the 49ers now. 1st and 10. Just shy of the 30. To throw, it's Lance. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Niners, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
Second down, Dalton. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
An incomplete pass on second down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. To throw here, Dalton. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion. And what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their second drive here of the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little but didn't break. There he goes, left side. 20, 10, 5, touchdown, 49ers. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. And one play, 75 yards in zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
And he returns this to the 22. They'll start out here with the option left. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Dalton now to pass. He's going to look deep down the field. He's got a man complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big pickup of 38. That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is. His ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. But also, it opens things up for the rest of the offense because they have to bring their attention to him as well.
Javon Kinlaw, the big D tackle there to bring him down.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defense coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
Still 9 yards to go on second down from the 27. Here's Kamara out of the pistol. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. A Saints first down there on a gain of 11. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
This early in the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. And you can do it with your actual play calls or sometimes something a little more improvised, as we just saw there.
Now an option play on second down. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Taysom Hill, his first touchdown on the year. And the Saints are able to move back in front. Lutz with the extra point, and the lead is now 10-7. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. And Lance now to throw. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's caught. He finds Danny Gray. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Shots, 17. Plastic, 6.
And they fake the handoff. Now Lance. And this one is incomplete. The Niners, it's 7-3 now on the year. And they've been in a great groove. Winners of 7 of their last 10 now on the year.
And I thought they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
On play action, Lance. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Trucks over him. He did it again. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. Back deep, Jarvis Landry. And did he put that on a dime? He did. Wow, out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
We're certainly not going to see a better punt than that. Definitely taking a chance, because if that thing clips the pylon, it comes out to the 20, but instead, it goes out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara fighting to get back to the goal line. I don't think he got there. He did not get back there in That's a safety. Well, I think you can go ahead and give your punter an assist on that one. Pinned him deep, and the defense comes through with 2 points.
You're exactly right, partner. This was all set up by a great punt, and if the ball goes in the end zone, this never happens. So great call. Give the punt team and the punter some love.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, check Mega. Bro, 52.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And now they'll throw with Lance. This one caught by Kittle. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Lance getting this out wide to Ayuk. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Let's go. Ready?
Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. Brandon Ayuk with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year, as his guys have now moved out in front. Gold with the extra point, and that'll make this a 6-point game. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They begin on the ground with Kamara. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key to left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you've got a chance to rumble. I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. 44 yards on the ground for him so far.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
This one caught out wide by Landry. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. 7 yards there and a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there are going to take this to about the 10-yard line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. So not quite a first and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Hill going to keep it on the option. And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. It's the fullback. His second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Saints are an extra point away from moving out in front in the final minute of the half. Lutz good on the extra point. And that will give him the lead here as we get on towards halftime. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Taken in at the 3. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Here we go. Here we go.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Lance looking to throw it. And that's complete to McCaffrey. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
Yellow, blue. Pause red.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Blue strike.
Lance now on first down. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And that is incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Lance going to throw. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game. But after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Light blue.
Throwing now is Lance. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. 4th down field goal try coming, so Lance is off and on comes Robbie Gould. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Robbie Gould on now to try the field goal. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. and the 39-year-old veteran puts it right through, and they have regained the lead. Well, the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Play action here with Dalton. He's going to try and go deep again. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So we have reached halftime here in a tight 2-point contest. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in the second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Lance. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And 3rd and 8 now. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team and put points up.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And the Saints are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. That is a tough way to start the 3rd quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on 2nd down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play caller, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football. The one side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks them right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
Throwing on first down is Lance. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Danny Gray, 31 yards. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that makes this a 9-point game. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Dalton. Complete to Olave on the out route. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. They give to Ingram up the middle. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Dalton escaping the pressure right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Dalton. Open man is Michael Thomas. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 34-yard line. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well.
The ball is out. Kamara fumbled it. But fortunately, the Saints were able to hold on to it, so they will indeed keep possession.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. The fumble on first down now. Here's 2nd down. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now it's Hill. And he'll just throw this one over the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Dalton. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
We've got to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
So 3 points, maybe not a grand prize at this stage, but it does get them back within 1 score.
It certainly does because now they stay within shouting distance, so that means everyone on your sideline stays engaged in this game. They know they still have a shot.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. The football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for...
Lance throws the interception, his 3rd. Picked off by Justin Evans. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed a quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the...
Touchdown, New Orleans! Alvin Kamara, 35 yards. And the Saints have tied the ball game with a chance to go ahead now in the final seconds of the 3rd quarter. Lutz with the extra point, and that will put them on top here in the 3rd. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. This offense returning out there, and really, you remember the last drive, Charles, it was over before it even began. They threw the interception on the very first play.
And what that means is for all these guys, it's been a while since they've been out there going full speed, so they've got to get everyone back out there, run a couple of your go-to plays, make sure you get your offense oiled up a little bit.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. A handoff left, McCaffrey. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up 1st downs.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. A nice little juke. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 134 yards rushing for him now because he has been tremendous all day long.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. To throw, it's Lance. And he rifles one incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Here we go. Here we
So
go.
now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Black Ultra.
Here's Lance to throw it. Over the middle, and he's got Gray. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints 19.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Ready, set.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Got a man right side, it's McCaffrey. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give them a short yardage situation here for 2nd down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Lance going to sneak it, and they will touch him down, but not before he gets the 1st. 2 yards is the pickup, and the 49ers are set up now with a 1st and goal.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the 1st down.
And as we say often, shows confidence in your offensive line. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up.
That's good hard running right there on 1st and goal. That gets him down to the
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Strike. Check strike.
And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Here we go.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Lance on the keeper. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. He'll get a couple of yards on the keeper, but it's going to lead to a 4th down. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
So defensively, they made the move to try and freeze out the kicker, but he steps up and he says, ice this.
And you talk about ice. How about the ice running through his veins? He just steps right up, calm as he can be, and drills it to give his guys the lead.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
From the 27, Dalton. Over the mid. Now the ball comes loose. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
10. You yellow. Black shot. Ready.
Following the fumble recovery, Lance. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Still 15 yards to go, second down. And Lance now to throw. Got a man, that's Ayuk. And his defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
10 cycles. Ultra. Go ultra.
Here's Lance. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the fourth quarter. Second down from the 8. They can get a first down by reaching the 5. Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Hey, check nigga.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Check right. Check back. Ready.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Call it a gain of a couple. The defense stiffening here. It's 3rd and goal.
I have to laugh a little bit because he actually handed it off. I thought with the 2 touchdown passes he's thrown in this one already, he'd go ahead and fling and try and get a 3rd one.
Yeah, now from this spot on 3rd down, I think he'd probably throw it here.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. They won't even send in a running play here, I don't believe. I think they go ahead and try and throw it for a touchdown.
Now Lance. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So the victory here for San Francisco. And a little bit of a surprise, they lose the turnover battle, but wind up winning the ballgame.
this is very unusual because you know all teams stress winning the turnover battle as a key indicator to winning ball games. So when you get something that goes against the grain like the one we saw here, it's quite the oddity. Now, let's face it, they'll be very happy that they pulled this off, but they do know that in the future, they've got to work on taking care of the football because this won't happen very often.
So for San Francisco, they keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 8-3 on the year. And they'll have another home date next week as the Miami Dolphins come to town. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, the playoffs look to be out of reach now as they drop to 4-8. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs.
I told my boys it ain't no limit. Told all my dogs it ain't no limits. Put your head in the game, head in the game, head in the game. Head in the game, head in the game. I'm whipping in track hall with messed up suspension. I drove it so fast that I blew out the engine. I kept it too real ever since the beginning. I play offensive D, I might switch my position. Lil' mama was thirsty, so I had to quench. I'ma drive real fast, cause you know I shoot quick. Just like Travis Kelce, I be having emotions. Just like a lamb, man, you know I'm exploding. My heart cold, bad, I ain't got emotions. I'm going hard, yeah, you know I'm devoted. We running streets, yeah, you know we control it. She love the kids, she be busting it open. I'm quarterbacking like I'm Kyler Murray. Trying to win, I'm up at practice early. Going crazy, I just ripped my jersey. It's the first half, and we done dropped 30. We just up to scoring them, boy, man. I told my boys, it ain't no limits. Told all my dogs, it ain't no limits. Put your head in the game, head in the game, head in the game.
Like your energy, I don't like that. I don't like the fake handshake, snake tendency. You an enemy. All them lies you telling, I can't let that be the end of me. No, probably cause your girl feeling me. It's a flag on the play, all these catching penalties. Look, I don't like your energy. I don't like the fake handshake, snake tendency. Let's go. Don't make me jog your memory. I did upgrade, you didn't upgrade it. The world, how they forgetting me. Please make it make some sense to me. How you talking about the greatest, still ain't greatest, mention me. Them bands, I want the symphony. 15 in it, wasn't instantly. Lately I've been catching plays, it's like it's meant to be. I got rich in the pandemic, meant to be. Don't do too much, I keep it simple. You clout chasing, trying to make the people feel you. Boys need to slow it down, I'm talking real screw. Penthouse at the top with the clear view. Oh, look, I don't like your energy. I don't like that. I don't like the fake handshake, snake tendency. You an enemy. All them lies you telling, I can't let that be the end of me. No, probably cause your girl feeling me. It's a flag on the play, all these catching